money flow. What actually drives it and what blocks it? Your motivation in your design tells you a lot about the income flow of your business or not. I just got out of a 2-hour Q&A inside of my projector mentorship, and that question came up, and it got me full circle because that mentorship space for projectors only was created out of an insane momentum and flow state, me following my motivation, which is desire motivation. It's third color. And I wanted to come in here. It was not a plan. So I really want to bring this point across because we always ask, how can we create more money flow without doing more and have a certain consistency? Yes? So hello everyone who's joining here, and I want to talk and riff a little bit about this, make it short and potent, because I have a couple of other things to create and to prepare for the Money Momentum Masterclass on Wednesday. And a couple of you are already in it. Hello. Yes, I want to know too. Yeah, this is what I'm going to teach in the Money Momentum Masterclass on Wednesday. We go deep into all the different aspects of the chart that are impacting the money flow. And I want to say hello to a couple of you. Savannah, hi. Eva, good to see you again. Just saw you in the Q&A. Paulina, hi. We just chatted. And Ulrike is here as well. The Q&A was amazing, right? And I feel still so activated that I wanted to stay in that momentum of just coming on here and talking a little bit more about it, and then I'm good. Actually, I noticed myself tripping a little bit the last 2 weeks because I was so in the flow, so in the momentum, and then what actually stops the momentum? What stops our flow? And when we are in our genius, as my second line, is distraction, is overthinking, is asking other people, is that correct for me? What shall I do? When we give our power to anything external, whether it's people in our audience that we see, oh my God, I wanted to create that offer, I wanted to sell that, but this person needs my help, or I could help them, I could create something to them. And we go into a spiral of responding to external, and it pulled us out of our signature frequency, and we usually are not following our motivation in the correct way. And then, especially for projectors, everything is off. So maybe you experience that yourself. You have an idea, you have that download, you have a full body pulling towards something that you feel like, yeah, this is calling me. I do believe that, especially in this time, and tomorrow is a very, very important day. Tomorrow is a very important day. Tomorrow, Saturn goes into Pisces. We have Virgo full moon. Like I tell you, this forward momentum, the shift that comes right now, the ones who are caught up in their head, they will trip. It's going to be a trip. It's going to be a real trip. What's happening in March with the timeline shift and all this massive forward momentum. But the ones who are in the head, they experience a trip, and they will trip over themselves. So I'm sharing this because I'm so excited for what I'm preparing for the masterclass on Wednesday, Momentum, where this class came out of a momentum where I looked back, and I look now at my February and January and how that money flow consistently stacked and built without me having a strategy for it. Because at this point, I'm a projector. I am not planning any income goals. I'm not setting monthly goals. I know when I live my design correctly, when I focus on recognition more than sales. When I follow the pyramid scheme, and all of you who have been taking the offer atelier for projectors, you know this pyramid scheme, what to focus on in each section, then my mechanics are correct and the right people come to me and recognize me and invite me. But if I do not really disciplinedly follow my motivation, everything kind of turns upside down. So what is your motivation? Do you know your motivation in your design? There's 6 different ones. And I got asked a lot over the last month, can you talk about motivation? Can you teach about it? And I say, I don't teach about it because it's substructure. And substructure is nothing we have access. We do not have conscious, rational, logic access to it. And anyone out there who's teaching motivation and design, it's not correct. It has to be experienced, and there has to be an awareness around your transference and guidance back to what actually your really motivation is. So Savannah, this is the view, it's power view, it's not the Paulina, I'm also excited about Munich. Paulina's birthday is on the 26th and she just messaged me like, okay, I come to Munich, I'm gonna leave the sun in Portugal. Hope, Savannah, yeah, that's better. And I'm hosting a in-person success circle. It's a group event for anyone who wants to meet me in person in Munich to celebrate this massive timeline shift. But there are also in-person VIP days, just you and I in a very posh environment. I mean, Savannah, that would be so fun to have you as well. Oh, it's going to be so good. And Paulina's birthday is on the 26th. I'm so excited. I'm very, very excited. So the motivation, what drives us is exactly this. I have a body feeling. My body pulls me towards a location. It pulls me towards a person. It pulls me towards an idea. It pulls me towards pressing live. And that is form principle. That is body consciousness. But when we are in our heads and overthink it, how does it fit in? Even is that correct for my design? It doesn't work. It does not. It does absolutely not work. And I noticed it with myself the last month, where I attracted the most insane, incredible clients that I've ever was dreaming of. And it felt so effortlessly because I was just blinders on, doubling down on my system, studying design, and also bringing that into the business context, because I'm not here to become a design analyst and just be in that space. I'm designed to bridge 2 worlds, which is pretty unique. And you also have a very unique approach to your system, your modality, your expertise. And I do believe that the coaching is perfect. It's so supportive. But whenever we have another mentor as a other authority and we follow what they say instead of really discerning and understanding how that is to be expressed or strategized in our specifics of our design, it can trip us up. It can trip us up. And I always notice the moment I take my head up and I'm not anymore in my lane, I fall out of my desire motivation, which is 3rd color, which means I want to lead. I have a desire to lead others. I have a desire to be seen as a leader. I have a desire to lead others to their success. And then my signature frequency comes. When my clients experience success, that's not financially, the financial success comes later, out of their signature. That's the success signature. When I'm doing that, everything feels light. Everything in my body feels light because the mechanics are correct, and then there's no resistance. But maybe you resonate with this, that when we sit and think about and think about it and think about it, and this week we still have the 64 active, which is the gate of doubt. Who doubted themselves this week at least once? Themselves, or your offer, or what your next step is. It is a lot of mental pressure currently in the field. And there's the desire for structure as we have Saturn now going into Pisces. We want to have the plan. We want to have the things figured out. But how does it feel in your body? How does it really feel in your body? I go like, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I made it now to a discipline and a practice that in that moment, whatever I have, whether it's I try to type something and I try to create a post, express something, schedule my day, whatever my mind, my passenger, which is just the passenger, is the mind, right? Sits there and thinks it's the correct thing. The body goes like, fuck it, it feels not good. And then I drop it. And so this morning, I noticed, I observed myself again, trying to create something. Like, no, I step aside. But this trust that anything that I create from trying to find clarity and the mental pressure, and anybody who has a third eye defined, it can be intense. Like this controlling, I want to, and we actually still have the money channel active, which is control of the ego. It fucks us up. And then that exhausts us, and that stops the money flow. So that when I now understand, okay, I have desire, motivation, I want to lead, I want to be seen, I want this, but how? My spleen decides that, when it's healthy, when to show up. There was no splenic, this is healthy, this is what makes us thrive, to sit down and map out whatever that was. And so the last 2 months, I have built and rebuilt my business, and I have been creating the space for projectors that I always wanted. Since day one that I got into design, I thought about an immense army of amazing projectors who are leading the new era. And I know I'm building it, and it's just started the last month. And I'm so excited for all the women who are in my space, who are projectors, but not only projectors, also generators who are thriving and are so happy and so lit up. But there is something very special with women who are trusting themselves and creating money from that space, because the ease comes when you can lean back and trust your own way, because you not only know it, you trust your body so much that you can step out of this mind fuckery and the mind control. So for me, there was a moment where this momentum stopped. I created, I was in a launch, and then something led to the next, and I was General Ginger, yes, General G. The thing with desire motivation is there is also a detriment. The detriment is always the low frequency of what we have, and then it spirals us out into the opposite, right? So it's transference. So what I mean is, we have, for me it was so clear. When I stay in it, when I study design, when I'm in my second line, I'm called out for what I'm really, really genius at. Hi Stella, long time no see, good to see you. And I love guiding powerful women. That's my passion. Any design type, anything. I just love it so much. And so that's why the momentum class was there. For March is the month of momentum. And it is about your motivation. This is the driving force. So for me, the desire motivation led and created this amazing space for potency, this stage, all my spaces. 2-5. You're 2-5? Oh my God, what happened, Stella? That's even a bigger projection field. Hi, Maria. I'm watching from Australia. I have a lot of clients from Australia. Hi, Jessica. Jessica is also in the momentum. Stella, oh my God, I have to look at your chart again. That's interesting. Did you mess up your birth time? So I will be I couldn't wait to tell you, just found my birthday. Oh my God. See, once that is clear, everything changes suddenly, right? So on Wednesday in the momentum class, we will talk about how to create more financial flow, but being more in your flow. And we will actually look at the upper limit patterns in each design area. So, for example, I have desire motivation. When it trips me up and I stop following my flow and the desire to lead and desire to be seen, you know what can trip that up? It is bringing out a bigger offer, for example, or a higher price point. Why? Because we all have this stretch, right? It stretches us into, we always face the not self in any situation. When we're comfortable, we have kind of integrated and deconditioned, that's it. But what is your next edge? What comes up? What if nobody buys? Where are my clients? I don't see them in my audience. And so there was a moment where I'm like, oh, I have resistance. I get too much into my head to put that bigger offer out there, which is a 4-week one-on-one with me to go into a very exclusive one-on-one work. It's a very high level offer. Very close proximity to catered personally in personal design specific to that very specific type of entrepreneur. And now I know I am lit up, especially, oh, Andrea, hi, good to see you, another emotional projector. Especially after I've been to London, I want to say that is the normal of entrepreneurs and women who desire that as well. You know, we all want to know, what is it specifically in my design that I can leverage my success? That's the only question, right? So what can I dial up more? What do I need to kind of let go of? Which offers are really not aligned so that I make more money, not by selling more, meaning launching more. It's by living more. How does this sound to you? Less launching, more living, and amplifying your income with exactly this design specifics that are correct for you. And so for me, it is desire motivation. And what the detriment is for the third color and the third line is, what if nobody wants to be led by me? What if, and all your third lines know that at some point you have to break the bonds. Third line, third color means also, it's an experience, it's an experiment. You are trial and erroring it. So when we bring something out into the online space, no matter which color and motivation you have, we just give it a try. It's entrepreneurship. I just saw a man hopping on here. Royal Kai, I just found out I'm a 5-1 projector. Oh my God. Amazing. Congratulations. You're one of us. That's a very powerful design, a fifth line, big projection field. If you want to know more about that and how to use a new design, that will definitely shift a lot for you. I'm very excited that you opened Pandora's box, baby. Suddenly so much will make sense, right? Okay, if you want to learn about it, you can send me a DM right now and I can give you some resources that will blow your mind. Will blow your mind. It's actually welcome to the club. Absolutely. Yeah, we will definitely go also in the types specific. Life's been always confusing. Now everything will make so much sense. It will be so much more sense. Yeah, absolutely. I have amazing news for you. Definitely. We're going to chat. Send me a message after this live stream, yeah? Or join the Momentum Masterclass right away on Wednesday. Like this is like you jump right in. In my world, and there's ginger fire, we just go big right away. Yeah, we go deeper into the type as well and not self. But I want to say there's this combination. I can say, okay, this is the biggest block is the motivation. So for example, but then there are the other parts that play as well, right? So when I have this bigger offer, it's called proximity, out there, what if nobody buys? Yeah, it could happen, sure, because that's what we put offers out there. Some people buy, some don't. So what, right? But understanding, it dropped really for me. What slowed down that momentum was, yes, Paulina, of course, it is included, darling. What slowed down the momentum was this, oh my God, but what if they don't want to be led by me? I see as a projector how I can help them. I see exactly what is off. I have the answer to their questions. I'm fucking good at what I'm doing. And the third color is really what I want them to lead me. I want them to want me that I lead them. So I want to be led by you, just saying. That's third color. Yeah. So if somebody says, no, I don't want to be led by you, for projector, it's the rejection where we suddenly have our not self coming up of, fuck, then I don't feel it seen. And then this whole shit show of not self projector comes up. And if someone says that there's so much in their design integration that I never have this, their not self coming up, I don't believe it. I don't believe it because we're humans, right? So what really clicked for me is that, yeah, there is this desire to lead, but there's also always the fear, what if they don't want to be led by me? And especially for us projectors, it's hard. Can someone resonate? That if because we see it, and if they are, but we got to trust that if there is no correct mechanics, they're not meant or they're not ready for our work. So what gets us out of this funk, because what then happens if I have this desire, motivation, I want to lead, and I get into my head of overthinking what if, there is this fear of the third color that comes up, the not self of the desire, motivation. And then your actions, it slows down. Everything clogs up, right? So then there's no energy flow. We are as projectors in our bitterness, frustration. And so and with an undefined solar plexus, I try to avoid an uncomfortable feeling. I try to avoid the situation to the T, that I do not get into the situation to have an uncomfortable feeling. Any undefined solar plexus resonate? Avoiding truth. Yes, the truth is when we put offers out there, people don't buy. So what? But if we do not put the offer out there, there's no chance that people will buy. But understanding what your motivation is one thing. Understanding what fucks it up is the fear and the entire context of your chart. And then not putting that damn thing out there is because of the avoidance of a feeling. Because when we as undefined emotional feel something, the discomfort of someone saying no or not even buying, then it amplifies in our system and it's highly uncomfortable. So we try to avoid that. That's the not self of the solar plexus. So where do I step in? I suddenly sit in hope. I suddenly sit in, okay, I put it out there and then I hope. Or that's the wrong motivation. I have desire. I have to get myself out there. I have to create recognition as a projector. I have to be seen. As a leader, as a third color, you got to be seen. Like the stage is mine. The transference of motivation for me, of the desire, is innocence. Now, mentors can tell you, oh, you have to be okay with people not buying. You have to just detach. You have to, be okay with it and don't give it a meaning and don't care. Actually, don't care. I have a defined ego. I have desire, motivation. I have channel of surrender. It's support. It's tribal. I do care. I do care what other people think of me. Third lines, yeah, resonate, like the fear of failure. But then also, as you know, a third color is leader, who care, and in a sense they don't care. They're self-centered. I am centered. I am focused on the other. I care about your success more than my success. My success comes when I lead my clients to their success. So do you see what happens when mentors tell you something, what you should do and how you show up, how you should show up to make more money when it's not correct for you? Do you get this? That was my point. That there are mentors who do not have any clue about design, and then also not the design specifics, and especially not about motivation, and tell you something and you try to do it and try to follow it, and it fucks you up and it slows your entire momentum down. And then what? Then you come back and you sit again and say, okay, what's wrong with me? Journal it out, try to tiptoe around it. You get into your head and it all spirals out. So when people say, you have to go all in, you have to want it, you have to become a leader, you have to want that you lead others, but you have 6 color innocence, you don't give a fuck about what is in for your client and how you can serve them. You only care about you. Oh, that's selfish. How do you create momentum in your business when your motivation is fear, which is first color, which resonates with the first line? And I saw you, is he still on here? Yeah, Royal Kai. Is Kai your name? Yeah, Kai Funk. So Kai is a 5-1. It's your body is the first line. It's fear-based. You need a solid foundation. If you do not have a solid foundation, then, so I will teach exactly about every motivation. I talk about it, not teach about it, in the Momentum Masterclass on Wednesday. So Paulina, I answer your question in there and specific for your chart, because there's also more context on it, because you're an emotional authority. So there's another wave that comes with it. But how can you be motivated by fear when everybody says you have to walk with the fear, you have to make it, and you have to leap and do it despite the fear? But fear does not feel good. How can we turn fear into motivation that motivates us? Huh? Second color is hope. How can you make progress in your business when you're not supposed to lead and just sit there and hope? Savannah, right? Third color is desire. Fourth color is need. Everybody says you should not be needy. Need is a shadow. No, it's not. That's the spiritual mumbo jumbo that they talk about, but not in design. Need is a developmental color that is here to educate others. So how can you be motivated by need? Or fifth color is guilt. I want more success, but I feel guilty. So I should feel guilt to want more? How does that feel? No one can explain you that, but your body knows. And your body will always sabotage your money flow and income flow if you don't work it correctly. And mechanics is simple that. It's quantum physics. You can break it down so easily. And you know what? The most liberating thing, and that's why I created so much momentum, is it makes my brain lighten up, because I just see the world in mechanics. Is this client correct for me or not? I don't ask, is it my dream client? Is it this, is that? Paulina, I already said to you, darling, that any admin questions go to our team, okay? Thank you. So that I'm not disturbed in my flow. That I appreciate it very much. But you will receive all the information from us. So I lost it. Tell me, where's my little straw? Where did I pick up? Now, who can help me? Where was I? Paulina, can you tell me? Where was I? What did I say? The momentum. I said I created so much momentum because, oh yeah, here's the thing. I got it back. We just flow with it. We just riffing here. Yes, thank you. Your body will sabotage it, but I also wanted to say mechanics. It's all good. Paulina, you're too much a generator. You're responding. Thank you, everybody. But you see, that was a test. I wanted to see if you're looking, if you're paying attention. Thank you. It's all good, Paulina. It's all good. It makes it so much easier to understand your mechanics, and then the overthinking falls away, or at least you can catch yourself faster out of the overthinking because you have a certain manual, let's say, for yourself. So when you feel resistance in your body, you can check, okay, what's actually there. And hopefully you have a mentor who can look at you and help you understand that more. Because the moment I understood this about my design and know how to bring that into the business, everything changed. Everything changed. And Paulina, we're going to work on that on your birthday and set the intention to become a correct projector. This is what you desired. This is what you told me on our first call, becoming a correct projector. I think you're ready for it. Like with March, definitely. So what the mechanics are for all of you projectors, when there's a client and they don't buy, or there's a funky energy, then I always ask, okay, am I recognized? Am I invited? No? Okay, I turn away. I take my attention away. Attention is my highest capital, and I move on. I focus on recognition. The same for manifestors. Mechanics, like I inform if these people don't give me an activation. Mechanics off, move on. Sacrals, you're responding all the time. Is what you respond to really what you want? It's a no. And then focus on creating a stronger magnetic field with your mechanics so that you respond and receive the right things to respond to. But slowing it down is important. But the brain and the mind wants to speed things up. The next client, the next launch, you have to have clarity. You have to have clarity, right? It doesn't work. And from tomorrow on, it's the full moon. We have Saturn going in Pisces. I tell you, things will change. Things will change. So I'm very, very excited for the class on Wednesday. And I bring this information out so that you can make more money in more flow. Because this is all what we want, right? We want to have more freedom. We want to feel better in our body. And we want to have the resources to do more of the work that you're meant to do. That's the whole spiel. It's not anymore about chasing money. I'm not in that part of coaching industry anymore that I say, hire me because I'm the multimillionaire coach. This era is over. It's only about, do these people really see you? Can they tell you what is correct for you? Not just the strategy, not just the offers, not just your expertise on a genetic level. Human design is about genetic potential. And who can master that will be way ahead of time. So, don't trip. know yourself and join the class. That's all I'm saying. I want to lead you to your success. No, but for real, like it is a game changer when you understand that and all the other aspects. We go through the profile line. So if you want to know what your upper limiting patterns and your success patterns about your profile is, we go through that. We talk about view. I have possibility view, and I know Paulina is power view and Savannah as well. So there are a couple of seats left for that class. You can message me Momentum if you feel now activated to join on Wednesday. It's not required to join live. There's replay, so everything is very convenient. And that's it. I'm feeling good. I hope you too. Have a beautiful full moon tomorrow. It's going to be a big one. And if you have any questions, anything that you want to hear more about or connect with, you can message me. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Bye.